Damn. Level Earth again?
That fuck 'em up.
You are what you think, right? A lot of times people have asked me like, and they look at me and they think I'm so confident. They're like, oh my gosh, you don't know where Kati get her confidence from. It all started in a sense as a lie. I lied to myself. I told myself things that I did not believe about myself, but what I wanted to believe and know about myself. When I was sitting here looking in the mirror, telling myself you're gorgeous, you're the greatest girl in the world, I meant that. I meant that. Not nobody could tell me anything. Like you could try to bring me down, and the inner voice, that's the only thing. Your inner voice is your voice. But the part that's hard is identifying if the words are actually yours. A lot of the time people will say things about us and we'll repeat them and we'll ruminate them, we'll say them out loud, and then our voice starts to say it back to you, so say back to yourself, and then you believe them. That was so unnecessary. That's one thing can't stand about kids. They always just screaming just to scream. um but yeah, if you believe something about yourself, it's true. So you have to be able to curate. It's the same thing as your algorithm, bro. Like your algorithm is who you are. Like if you like something, your algorithm changes to reflect that. So whatever you put on the whatever's on your algorithm is basically you, right? So how did I kind of reframe my mind? I'm not saying any of this was easy. I will never ever ever say anything in this life is easy. Like sometimes I give people the sauce and they're like, oh, it's hard. I never said that shit was easy. I will never say anything's easy. Nothing is easy. Part of it was changing my diet, right? Changing my diet because one thing I learned is I had to do a lot of research. I was suffering with anxiety, suffering, not dealing with, suffering with anxiety. And one way to really help that is you to start with helping that is healing your gut. If your gut is not good, like literally if you have bad bacteria in your gut, that shit is eating away at your brain, like literally. Like health is literally wealth. It starts with your body. And so when I changed my diet, literally went from vegan, vegetarian to pescatarian. It was about a 6 to 7 year span that really helped me reframe my mind. Also working out, going to the gym. Like going to the gym helped me with my depression because it got me to move, but also I was sweaty. I now have no choice but to shower. And showering in depression was so hard for me. I told you I was working 4 to 5 jobs at a time. And how was I working 4 to 5 jobs at a time? They were all part time. One thing about me, I need a change of scenario, a change of scene all the time. So I was like going from this job to that job to that job. So I'll work like 2 to 4 jobs in one day, but altogether I had like 4 to 5 part-time job that I worked throughout the week. And I know how to take a birth bath. I know how to take a whole bath. Like I know how to have wipes. Like I know how to keep myself clean and presentable. Like like being a functional depressive. Um, it's a really crazy thing to experience, being a functional depressive, being a functional alcoholic, being a functional stoner. Like people hear the functional part, people see the functional part and they don't see the other part and they think you're fine and dandy. In reality, like I didn't want to think, I didn't want to move, I didn't want to nothing until one day kind of something just told me like, yo, I don't want to feel like this no more. And so I just started I just started changing, I just started changing things. And diet was one, exercise was another. Started really looking at my friends closer. I started cutting people off. Like that part was hard, but it gets easier as you do it when you realize that just because you're growing doesn't mean that everyone else is growing. And that part is really heartbreaking, especially when it's like family or someone that's really close to you, and you realize that like just because I'm moving on this highway doesn't mean that they're on the same highway as you. They might not even be on the parkway with you. They might still be at the crib, you know. And it sucks, it's heartbreaking. But if you know what you want in this life, I promise you, you tell yourself you want it, you gonna get it. You want it, you will get it. You just gotta do it. That's the part that people be doing, like musicians too. You gotta do it too. You say you want to better yourself, you say you want better for yourself, you say you want to feel confident. I tell my friends this all the time: lie. You don't believe that you're the baddest bitch? Lie and tell yourself you are, until it's inescapable. You can't be told otherwise. Lie until you can't be told otherwise. I'm telling you, lying to yourself is so beautiful because it's kind of funny to watch your transformation. Like, it's so funny to think that I was this girl that was so shy, da, 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 which is crazy because I was never afraid to talk to boys, but I was like shy once I got to know the boy or whatever. But like, It's like crazy when you go from like, oh, I don't know, da, 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 to like, so what's up? Like that's just one of those things where you have to curate yourself in that experience. For real, for real. You have to curate that experience. You have to another thing that I did that 100% top tier love that I do. I love R&B, right? That's excuse me, I love R&B. So that's mostly love music, breakup music, those nice, melodic sounds or whatever. I got to the point where I literally was dedicating, excuse me. I got to the point where I was literally dedicating every single song to myself. So if it's a love song where we're expressing our love to each other, guess who I'm talking to? Myself. If it's a love song where I'm telling that person, like, listen, I don't want to do this tomorrow. It's time to end things. We got to break up because you're this, that, and the third. I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to my former selves that I shed. Ego death. Ego death. Whoo. That first one, even the second one, part of what's so hard about ego death is that you don't realize it's happening until it's happening. And you are going to work harder trying to hold on to that ego than trying to release it. Either way, it's going to be hard. But you get stuck being comfortable wanting to stay in your ego, like, oh, you can't tell me what to do. You can't yeah. Yeah. Let universe tell you who you are, and then you gotta adjust, you gotta reflect. Living life in reflection is very important. Being able to change rumination into self-reflection is so important. Being able to have the power, because it's a power, to be able to sit with yourself and say, dang girl, that was not right, or dang girl, this needs to be adjusted, or damn, like this is kind of not the experience that I want to portray as me. Is this who I am? Is this who I want to continue to be? It takes a lot. You got to really look yourself in the eye and say, that ain't right. This is why that happened to you. I think ego death in slash after relationship is always the funniest thing, because there's so many things you can't learn outside of being a relationship or being in a partnership, solely because sometimes you really need that thing, that mirror. You really need that thing to be in your face, to kind of, to be the action in your face, for you to be like, whoa, 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 I don't like this. I don't like this. And then you have to turn around and also see that, oh, I am like this. All right. So how can I change this? Because not only do I not like this, I don't want to do this to other people. All in all, um, I just wanted to say, beautiful balls of light, you are wonderful, you are beautiful, and there's so much that you have to give. You just need to sit with yourself for a second and start to plan it and then do it. The doing part is hard because your ego, the ego that isn't ready to be bigger and better and you be the your brightest self, is going to tell you that you can't. It's going to tell you that you're scared. It's going to tell you that you won't. It's going to tell you all these things. And to that I say, fuck, girl, talk to that inner voice like you're the battler of the bully. The minute a sneaky thought gets in the back of my, like, sneaks its way in, I physically out loud will say, girl, why would you say that? Ew.
Brother, what's that?
That's not you. That's dead not you. Like, you need to be able to identify who you are, so that when a thought crosses your mind, you know it's not yours, and you can say, it's SWAT out of here. That's not me. Ugh. You know? And another thing when it comes to doing things is, do it scared, do it mad, do it sad, do it unsure. Just do it. Do it. Like, I'm telling you, the more you do, the more you will see. One, it's not that hard. Two, it's not that bad. And three, oh, I could really do it. The secret to being able to being greater in this life is doing it. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Yeah, just do the thing. There's really nothing else to it. Just do the thing. And that's that. I want to leave y'all with the entry of a piece that I started writing. Um, yeah, I think I want to share. So I'm trying to do it off of memory because I left my notepad at home, and I'm babysitting right now. But let's see if I can remember it. All right. I am what I am. And what would that be? The product of a girl with no mom and a boy with no family, manufactured to present the factory settings of the church. I am who I am. And what would that be? A doll to a girl who, I forget it. I can't remember. Yikes. Anyway, signing off. Until next time.